Good evening, students. Let's start the today's session. The first word we are going to discuss is analogy. It is noun. When we compare one thing with another thing which has same features. And the second meaning is a comparison between things that have similar features, often used to help explain a principle or idea. When we compare two main things which have similar features, then we use this term analogy. Its sentences are: the teacher drew an analogy between the human heart and a pump. There are no analogies with any previous legal cases. It means resemblance with previous legal cases or similarity. Parallel things, human heart and a pump, have same features, have resemblance. Its synonyms are comparison, resemblance, and similarity. Antonyms are difference and dissimilarity. The next word is anguish. It is also noun. We are extreme unhappiness, at the stake of unhappiness, at the peak level of unhappiness, and facing severe pain or physical disturbance. Then we use this word anguish. Its first meaning is severe physical or mental pain, difficulty, or unhappiness. And the second meaning is extreme unhappiness caused by physical or mental suffering. Sentences are: tears of anguish filled her eyes. It means torture, pain, suffering. Tears of pain filled her eyes. His anguish at the outcome, his suffering, his grief, his distress at the outcome of the court case was very clear. Synonyms are suffering, heartbreak, torture, and pain. Antonyms are delight and happiness. The next word is anomaly. We use this word when the things have other things are same, but one thing or one situation is different. In research articles, when we collect data and analyze it, then sometimes we say that the data is normal. Normality is also checked in the research. The third word is anomaly. It is also noun. We use this word when the other things have same features, a situation is particularly different from others. A thing, a situation that is different from what is normal or expected. Unexpected situation, abnormality. Just a second. A person or thing that is different from what is usual. Unusual things, abnormality, irregularity, exceptions, variation from the normal things. Its sentences are: the many anomalies in the tax system. The anomaly of the social security system is that you sometimes have more money without a job. It means corruption is there. Anomalies in the tax system, anomaly of the social security system. Its synonyms are abnormality, irregularity, exception, deviation, inconsistency of something. Antonyms are consistent, sameness, and usual, normal things. The last word is approbation. It is also noun. Approval or agreement often given by an official group. Approval or agreement often given by an official group. Exception, endorsement received by high authorities. Sentences are the king received the official approbation of the church. Approbation means approval, acceptance, support. It means recognition. And second sentence is the council has finally indicated its approbation of the plans. Synonyms are approval, permission, acceptance, respect, praise. Antonyms are disagreement and rejection. Let's try to make sentences. The computer is a useful analogy. The computer is a useful analogy for the brain. Some students specifically in private institutions want to research it, but they have not yet received the approbation of the head of department for carrying out the process. Consequently, the duration of the degree completion can be a little bit delayed. This is an unfair anomaly in our education system because a large number of students, a large number of learners may face, may suffer from acute depression, and no one suspected the anguish they carry down their shoulders. The computer is a useful analogy. It means resemblance, similarity, likeness for the brain, or you can say that the human brain. Some students, specifically in private institutions, some students want to research it. Either there is an analogy between a human brain and computer exist or not. Okay, some students want to research it, but they have not yet received the approbation, the approval, consent, acceptance, endorsement of the head of department for carrying out the process. Consequently, or as a result, the duration of the degree completion can be a little bit delayed. This is an unfair anomaly. It means abnormality, irregularity in our education system because a large number of learners may suffer from acute depression because their degree is delayed and no one suspected their anguish, their pain, their suffering, or you can say that torture, grief, distress, they carried on their shoulders. The first word is analogy, means resemblance, means similarity, likeness, correlation, affinity. We discussed this word already. Deep affinity, emotional attachment, affinity, parallel. The second word is anguish. It means torture, pain, suffering, sorrow, distress, grief, depress, fearless. The third word is anomaly. It means abnormality, irregularity, means exceptions, deviation, variation, means inconsistency. Consistency. The last word is approbation. It means approval, acceptance, endorsement. It means support, recognition. It means encouragement. We have discussed 4 words today. Analogy. Second is anguish. The third word is anomaly. And the last one is approbation. Let's recap these words. The computer is a useful analogy. It means resemblance, similarity for the human brain. Some students, specifically in private institutions, want to research it, but they have not yet received the approbation. It means approval of the head of department for carrying out the process. Consequently, it means as a result, the duration of the degree completion can be a little bit delayed. This is an unfair anomaly. It means abnormality, irregularity in our education system because a large number of learners may suffer from acute depression And no one suspected the anguish. It means pain, suffering, it means grief, depression, cheerless. They carried out on their shoulders. Analogy, it means resemblance, similarity, likeness, correlation, affinity, and parallel. Anguish means torture, pain, suffering, sorrow, distress, grief, depress, and cheerless. The third word is anomaly. It means abnormality, irregularity, exceptions, deviation, variation, and inconsistency. The last word is approbation. It means approval, acceptance, endorsement, support, recognition, and encouragement. The first word is abate. It means decrease.
Ma'am,
Yes.
excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, shall we use diversity word in place of anomaly?
No, 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 no. Diversity is something is different. Diversity, it means it may be cultural, gender, workplace diversity. We use this word in this context. Please be careful about its usage because when we use these words in wrong context, then we use the term collocation, contextual error. So diversity is something is different when boys or you can boys and girls are working in a same place or in a company, then we said gender diversity. Okay, culture. It
Yes, ma'am.
Pakistani and Indian are working in a company, then we said cultural diversity. While anomaly, it means abnormality. It means things are not normal, are not regular, exceptions. It means things that we should have the same. Just a second. Anomaly is that thing. You can say that all the eggs have the same color, but one thing or one situation is different from a normal thing. In research articles, we mostly says that data is normal. When we collect data, we said that data is normal. When one value or one questionnaire in data collection is not normal, then we use the term the data is abnormal. Abnormality exists in this data collection. In this way, anomaly is a negative word. Anomalies in the text system. It means things are not normal in the text system. We collect that text from the text holders, okay, but it is not collected at
Yes, ma'am.
the expected. The anomalies of the social security system, it means that abnormality, variation exists in this. Got my point?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Okay, next move on. Abate. It means reduce or decrease the intensity of something. Abhor. It means hate, despise, abstinent, self control, abstract, conceptual, theoretical things, accolade, praise, appreciation, acerbic, sharp attitude, acerbic style. The next word is acrid, acrid smoke, acrid folk, acumen, skillful, acute, it means sphere, affable, amiable, affinity, it means emotional attachment. Aggregate, it means total, sum of something. Alleviate, it means circumscribe, reduce, decrease. Allocate, grant resources, allocate resources. The next word is alloy. It means mixture. Allusion. It means reference. Ambience, surrounding. Ambiguous, have the two feelings at the same time. Unclear, unsure. Ambivalent, positive and negative feelings at the same time, and you are unable to decide one thing. Undecided. Amenable, it means mother have three amenable children. Obedient. Analogy, it means resemblance. Anguish, torture, pain. Anomaly, it means abnormal, irregular. Approbation, approval, or you can say that support or appreciation. Amna Khalid, what is the meaning of anomaly?
Um, Anomaly means abnormal, irregular, deviation, and variation.
Okay. Sayyid Farhan, what is the meaning of approbation?
Approbation means, ma'am, approval, acceptance,
Mhm.
support, encouragement, endorsement.
Okay, good. Saifullah, what is the meaning of anguish?
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm. Anguish.
ma'am, torture, pain, severe physical or mental pain.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Manur, what is the meaning of analogy?
Yes, sir.
Analogy.
Yes, yes, boss. Everything okay. No, I have no idea. Yeah.
Manur, what is the meaning of analogy?
No, no, I will go. 5 o'clock. No, no, 5:15. After.
Manur, Aruj, what is the meaning of analogy?
In resemblance, similar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, students, that's the time out for this session. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz.